So maybe you are a card collector and maybe you are not. Collecting cards is just another way that I feel a deeper connection with the players I enjoy watching and supporting. So even if you are not a card collector, there is still some really great information in this video for you. First, I think I need to get a few definitions out of the way. When I say UCC flagship or paper, I mean this card on the left. And when I say UCC Chrome or Topps Chrome or Chromium, I mean this card on the right. They are the same card, but the one on the right has a chrome finish or a shiny finish, and it's considered a higher quality card. So if you collected cards as a kid or a very long time ago, it would look a lot like the card on the left. Modern cards today, and most of the sets, look mostly like the card on the right. Think of it like the difference between an old newspaper photo and a modern HD image. It's the same moment, it's just captured in a more premium way. So this year, there are some potentially really exciting cards coming out for Croatian players. First up, Topps Chrome Bundesliga, which should release around the middle of 2026. I'll be honest with you, every time I've bought this set in the past, it has not been good, and I've been really disappointed. But this year, I'm excited about it, because what am I looking for? Luka Vuskovic cards for Hamburg. Hamburg released their own team set, and the Vuskovic cards were wildly popular. He is an incredibly up-and-coming talent, and for the first time in a long time, I'm genuinely excited about the Bundesliga set, which includes all teams in the German First Division. I'll be specifically hunting for Vuskovic numbered cards and Vuskovic autograph cards, which are also just commonly called autos. Next is Topps Chrome UCC, which will come out in June, basically Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League cards. Right now, it looks like Ivan Perišić might be the only Croatian in the entire set. So if that's true, I'll be trying to hunt down his Roman numeral card, which they only make 11 of every year. Here's what the past Roman numeral cards have looked like, and here's what an artistic rendition of a Perišić Roman numeral card might look like this year. Cards like this aren't just special because they're rare. They're special because they capture a player's legacy in a way that feels like ceremonial or extra special. Just like with Bundesliga, I never thought I'd be excited about Topps Chrome MLS because it's MLS, right? But this year there are some absolute bangers. Marco Pasalic for Orlando and Petar Musa for Dallas both have exclusive patch 1-of-1 cards. Pasalic's card includes a patch he wore in his first game for Orlando, where he scored 2 goals. Musa's card includes a patch that he wore during a game that he played for Dallas. So that means for these 2 cards, there is only the one card. And so the chances are slim that you pull it, but you could pull one of these cards directly from a pack. Besides that, Christian Kalina also had an amazing season in MLS, and hopefully there will be autographs and numbered cards for all 3 of those players. So Topps Chrome MLS never excited me in the past, but this year there are some really exciting cards for Croatian players. To me though, the real excitement this year isn't a Topps product, it's a Panini product. Panini makes the cards for Serie A, and so many Croatian players are having fantastic seasons. Obviously, Luka Modrić at AC Milan, but also Nikola Vlasic at Torino is having an amazing year. Mario Pasalic at Atalanta, Tomo Basic at Lazio is having a great year. Petar Susic at Inter, and Martin Baturina at Como. There is a lot of potential for really special cards in this set, and a lot of them. Now that Baturina is playing regularly for Como, it would be especially exciting to see some of his cards appear. So, at the highest level, the 2 major companies are Topps and Panini. Topps currently has the rights to Champions League, Premier League, which they just got this year, Panini used to have that, Bundesliga, and the Euro Cup competitions. Panini holds the rights to La Liga, Serie A, and the World Cup. And that leads us to the biggest news of all. We are in a World Cup year. The first Croatian World Cup cards to drop will be Donruss Road to the World Cup 2026, which is owned by Panini. This set should release any day now, and it is a paper product, not a chrome product, so it's not as flashy, but it includes one very important thing: Kaboom cards. Kabooms are some of the most collected modern cards, often worth $500 to $1,000 for major players. Like in other sports like NFL and Major League Baseball, people pay insane amounts for some of the players. So far, the only Croatian player to ever receive a Kaboom card is Luka Modrić, and he has 2 of them, and I own them. So that's why I'm excited to see what happens this time. I'd love to see Modrić get another Kaboom, but I'd also like to see another Croatian player finally get one. Maybe Luka Vuskovic gets a Kaboom card. Historically, Croatia has only received 1 Kaboom card per World Cup, which is basically the minimum. Other countries have gotten multiple, so you know the usual suspects, right? France gets multiple Kaboom cards. Argentina gets multiple Kaboom cards. England gets multiple Kaboom cards. We only get 1. So besides getting another Luka Modrić Kaboom card, which I would absolutely love, my wish list is this: 1 Kaboom card, 1 for Modrić, 1 for Vuskovic. That's what I would hope happens. Panini will also release Prism World Cup, which is like their Chromium style product. It features higher end Chrome style cards. This set includes some of the most desirable and collectible cards in the hobby, including autographs. A lot of this will depend on who makes the World Cup roster and who actually plays. Many of the most valuable sets don't come out until after the tournament ends. Card makers don't want to guess wrong because sometimes new heroes emerge that nobody expects. It feels strange and really weird to be buying cards after the story is already written, but that's just how it works. So here is my letter grade recap of the potential for Croatian players. Topps Champions League, I give it a D. Topps Chrome Bundesliga and MLS, I give it an A, maybe an A-. Panini Road to World Cup and Prism, I'm giving it an A. So, at the end of the day, this isn't really about cardboard. It's about moments, careers, national pride, and finding ways to hold on to them long after the final whistle is over. I also collect cards because, for me, they're a way to stay connected to the players without it taking over my life or my space. Jerseys, boots, match-worn items, posters, those are all amazing, but they take up a lot of room, and they also get very expensive very fast. Cards let me collect moments, careers, and players I care about in a way that's manageable. They're small, they're intentional, and they're meaningful. I can keep a whole era of soccer cards in a box or a binder instead of turning my house into a gigantic museum. Not that I won't someday, but I digress. So, if you watched all of this and you're not a card collector, maybe now is a good time to get into it. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. And I'm way excited for World Cup coming up, and I will see you all next week.